Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Okay. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam.
So, what is the purpose of you doing the ecosystem, the Kailasa ecosystem? Or can we, in this video, we'll discuss about the completion with mother?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just had this amazing, extremely powerful experience. Thank you to Sanatana here. And
Bhagwan,
Bhagavan,
not Sanatana.
yes, absolutely. Thank you to Bhagavan. Mainly, the huge cognition shift that was bestowed on me was the reason why the Kailasa ecosystem is a necessity. It's not something that just should happen. It's a need for all of humanity. So specifically, we were going through this completion process with my mother, and exactly what happened is the way that I cognized the way that my mother had raised me and who she is now, it's not the same at all. I have seen the powerlessness enter into her being level to where she is not the same person as she was, yes, she raised me. And I'm so blessed, and my love and feeling connection to my mother is probably the strongest that it's ever been, strictly because of how she raised me. She raised me in such a powerful way, in such a beautiful way, such a way to exist. And I clearly can see that she is not who she is now, who she was back then. I can clearly see that. And it brought me such an incompletion that I didn't even recognize. I had no idea until I went through this completion process and everything came out, and it was like, wow, I feel so much love for my mother, and at the same time I feel so much sorrow for my mother because of the pain and the how lost she is, and just it's just the pain. I feel the pain. And after going through this completion process, I could clearly understand that there are millions of beings on this planet Earth who are feeling nothing but pure pain right now. They're feeling nothing but pain, no bliss, no happiness, just pure pain and low vibration and low energy, and they don't understand why, and they're completely stuck. And that was the main cognition shift that I understood is, you know what? The reason why Kailasa ecosystem and enlightened ecosystem needs to be built in the United States right now, in this present moment in time, right now, is specifically because there's so much pain and suffering on this planet Earth that's happening for no reason. It's happening so unconsciously that the people that are in suffering have no window of opportunity to get out of the suffering. They have no idea why or how to get out of the suffering. And that is the main cognition shift that I had. And not only that, we were chanting the Mahavakya, Sanatananda and I, and he opens up the page of Living Enlightenment, and the first page that he opens up, the greatest service to mankind, keeping the science of enlightenment alive. The biggest service you can do in your life, the best use you can make of your life, is to keep the science of enlightenment alive on planet Earth. Planet Earth is alive today in spite of all the atomic weapons we have. Yes. Oh, you know what? This is an iPhone 7. It doesn't have that card.
Okay.
Yes. No problem. Yes. So, planet Earth is alive today in spite of all the atomic weapons we have piled up, all the depletion of forest minerals and natural resources. It is so because of the presence of enlightened masters. As long as there are enlightened masters on planet Earth can never be destroyed. Now let's take this into another context of not only to the human beings that are in suffering and in sorrow, also let's look at the wider scale of what's happening. The atomic weapons that we have enough nuclear weapons to destroy Earth over 700 times.
Absolutely, no
Over
kidding.
700 times.
In United Nations, that's what the recent thing, and the budget for peacekeeping and all is like pennies to $10.
Literally.
Pennies to
And
$10. Their budget for at United Nations is like few pennies.
And it just makes
And
you.
the money which China or India or United States, for example, who owns or puts 50% money in the United Nations, peacekeeping effort is only like pennies compared to the amount which they put on weapons of mass
Exactly.
destruction.
And then you think about the egotistical views that the leaders, our political leaders, have about
Across the globe.
themselves. And exactly across the globe, all of the egotistical views that they have of themselves, and the amount of power that it takes to start these nuclear weapons or to destroy the earth and all humanity is a push of a button.
Yes.
Based off of an egotistical view of themselves. We're so disconnected with everyone else and with nature and with existence that we truly cognize that we're an individual. And once we cognize that we're an individual, we have lost the way of relating with nature. We've lost the way of relating with existence.
Even relationships.
Exactly, even relationships.
Like you saw the completion with your mother, the
Yes.
phases you have gone through. So
Yes.
much burden, so much,
So much.
and
Yes.
think about the young brothers who have gone through the abuse in this thing.
Yes.
So earth needs a breakthrough, and Bhagwan is here just for that. His avtaric mission is to bring the enlightenment science back to the whole humanity using the Enlighten app, Divya Sharira, building these Kailasas across the globe. And we are so committed for this. Guys, anyone who wants to start a Kailasa ecosystem in US, in New York, we are ready to partner with you at United Nations.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
See, I'm taking the step. I'm taking the
We'll continue a
responsibility.
part 2 video, so this video, what we summarized was the necessity of Kailasa ecosystem and constant, the completion process which Bhagwan is bringing in millions of lives through completion, Kalpataru and so many other aspects. And thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat